The growth of the global e-commerce industry and the exploitation of the digital age potential, coupled with latest technologies for transactions, was in top focus at the opening day of the Cards and Payments Middle East exhibition and conference. Over 200 exhibitors have been showcasing the latest technology and solutions during the 15th edition of what is regarded as the region's largest smart card payments and ID event. On the sidelines of the events was the conference, which discussed the latest trends on innovation, e-commerce, mobile wallets and digital transformation, as well as security of the cashless transactions. Delivering the opening speech of the conference, Dr. Ali Al-Khouri, the Director General of the Emirates Identity Authority, stated that the country is currently facing an accelerated e-transformation. According to him, the digital transformation is in line with the growth of global e-commerce industry, which is expected to reach $2.5 trillion in the next 3 years. He further highlighted the role of government-backed smart ID cards in facilitating the growth by laying the identity management infrastructure, which can be useful for combating fraudulent practices. With its authentication mechanism, the ID card will soon be used to make cashless transactions.
Indeed, Emirates Identity Authority, with its advanced identity management infrastructure, would support, again, the how people get authenticated and their identity is verified in online environments. So I believe when we talk about, for example, ATM withdrawals and similar applications of the identity card, like in at point of sale transactions. These are going to come very soon, and they believe towards the end of this year, as well as next year, we will see a huge number of applications developed in the financial sector based on identity card systems. Basically, identity theft, identity fraud, as a global crime is expanding, and it is becoming a concern for all governments. What Emirates Identity Authority and the identity card basically plays a role in is just to protect the identities of people and to assure assure the mechanism on which that these the people are actually authenticated and their identity is verified.
Another aspect in focus was the growing use of mobile wallets without the use of cash or cards. Technologies such as near-field communication, which allows contactless transactions with the use of mobile devices, are set to gather pace in the Middle East. Among the new products to be introduced in the market is MasterPass by MasterCard, to be launched in the UAE later this year, which will act as a digital wallet, allowing consumers to make transactions via smart devices linked to the payment cards.
E-commerce has been growing in the region tremendously, and it really starts with airlines and hotels. But it's really pushing into all kinds of devices, whether it's apps, it's delivery, it's in-store payments. And one of the things that hasn't really kept up is the user experience. So traditional methods of just typing in your card, typing in your address in order to get those delivery, that hasn't really kept up with what the consumer needs and expects. So MasterPass is something that we are going to be rolling out in the UAE this year. And that'll allow the consumer experience to dramatically improve so that it is quick and as easy as using your card in person. As people realize the convenience of paying electronically, it really then pushes into your everyday payments. What you don't want to do is have to stand in line and you want to have to wait for a low-value transaction. So that's where contactless really comes into the space, where you can tap and pay, you can pay in a couple of seconds, get your goods and be on your way.
Air Arabia, the UAE's only publicly listed airline, posted a 29% jump in first-quarter net profit on Monday, beating analysts' estimates. The Sharjah-based low-cost carrier made a net profit of 71.7 million dirhams in the 3 months to March 31, up from 55.4 million dirhams a year earlier, according to a board statement filed by the carrier. Last week, Air Arabia launched its first services from its new hub at Ras Al Khaimah International Airport. The Sharjah-based carrier, which has launched the RAK hub following the demise of RAK Airways, will offer 25 weekly flights from its new Ras Al Khaimah hub to Jeddah, Muscat, Cairo, Islamabad, Lahore, Peshawar and Dhaka. Air Arabia signed an agreement to take over RAK commercial passenger operations in February, after RAK Airways suddenly suspended flights, citing increasing operating costs. Average daily rates at Dubai's hotels posted a 6-year high in April, according to new data released by STR Global, which indicated that positive growth was seen in all key performance indicators, with occupancy at its highest for 7 years. Dubai reported an 11.4% increase in ADR to 1,065.92 dirhams and a 13.9% rise in RevPAR to 903 dirhams 87 compared to April 2013. The Emirates hotels also registered increases in supply of 8.1% and demand at 10.5%, while occupancy rose by 2.2% to an average of 84.8%. Last week, tourism chiefs in Dubai revealed that their new target was to make the Emirates the most visited city in the world. 1 year into the delivery of Dubai's tourism vision for 2020, significant first steps have been taken to achieve the target of attracting 20 million annual visitors by 2020, leading the Tourism Authority to set the new ambition. In March, it was announced that Dubai's hotels welcomed more than 11 million guests in 2013, an increase of just over 1 million on the previous year. The Dubai Department of Tourism and Commerce Marketing data showed guest numbers across all hotel establishments between January and December reached 11.01 million compared to 9.96 million recorded in 2012. Of this, Dubai's top 10 hotel guest source markets were Saudi Arabia, India, UK, USA, Russia, Kuwait, Germany, Oman, Iran and China. And the Dubai Department of Tourism and Commerce Marketing have revealed that they have received 151 applications for new 3- and 4-star hotel developments in the Emirate and are 10,000 keys short of a 35,000 key target, only 7 months after launching a campaign for more mid-tier accommodation. Yusuf Ahmed Lutha, the Executive Director of Tourism Development and Investments at the DTCM, was quoted in local reports as saying that the department had launched the incentive program in October to encourage investment across a number of hotel classifications and ensure that Dubai remains a compelling destination for the family segment. He said under the program, it set a target of 35,000 keys in the 3- and 4-star segments. However, he confirmed that as of May 7, it had received 151 applications totaling 25,000 keys. Incentives for developers of 3- and 4-star hotels include waiving Dubai Municipality's 1% zoning fee, in addition to a 2-year waiver on municipal fees if the hotel is open before 2017. Luther added that as a regulator, DTCM ensured investors complied with local rules. However, the location was a matter for the business community.